Sydney Asbury. I'm one of the co-founders of a new group called We Are Boston Waterfront. To say it's new probably isn't fair and doesn't give enough credit to all the people in this room who worked on the better planning for the Lewis Wharf effort. And that's something that I was involved in for the last 2 years, and this group really is building off of that. We learned, I think, a lot during that effort, and the most important thing we learned is that when we all come together, we have greater voice than as individuals. And so this group that we're starting is really going to be pushing for better planning and development along the waterfront and working across neighborhoods to connect each other, because if Charlestown and North End and downtown and the Seaport start working together collectively towards common causes, we really think we will have greater impact. And to that end, very briefly, I just want to say the first few things we're going to work on, Rich touched on many of them. So making sure that we have a real plan for this neighborhood that isn't just sort of one modest street being elevated a few feet, but real actionable items. I think you here in Charlestown, they had sewage coming up into people's homes during this last storm, and there's no response in terms of what the city is going to do. To that end, we're working with some neighbors in Charlestown. Many of them, as I know some people here, are looking at options to protect their buildings on their own because they're feeling that the city isn't doing enough to protect them. So at the front, there is a Charlestown flyer they asked me to distribute tonight, just so you all know. They're bringing 2 engineers and 1 urban planner together to talk about options, whether it's planning better open spaces to deal with water, or looking at walls that you can build around your own buildings to deal with the flooding. So I just encourage people to take a look at that, and if you can attend, to go. We're also working on a petition that I know many people in this room have signed. It came up tonight. Why are we building massive new buildings when we can't protect the existing infrastructure in our neighborhood? That's what this says, a moratorium on new development until there's actual plan and action to ensure that all of us in our neighborhoods are protected. So I will circulate this as well. I have copies if you're willing to take it back to your building and sign. And with that, I will end, unless people have questions, because I know it's been a long night. Thank you for letting me come.
Thank you so much, Sydney.